In this video, we look at the WASSCE 2023, the Nigerian paper, General Mathematics or Core Math, Objective Question 13, and it says that find the quadratic equation whose roots are 2 out of 3 and -3 on 4. So these are the options that we have here. Which of these quadratic equations gives you these two roots? So we are going to look at two ways that we can use to solve this. Before we start, if today is your first time on my Mystudentclass channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button so that you'll be promptly informed anytime we upload a new video. And hey, one more thing, click the like button so that the video can reach a lot of people. Thank you. Now let's continue. And the third way is going to be a calculator. So the first way I'm going to do this, if you know how to find a quadratic equation given its roots, then you are through this. So there is a formula that we use. We say s squared, but I'm not going to say s squared here because of course I can see y throughout, so I'm going to use y instead of x. So I'll say y squared minus sum of roots. So sum of roots y plus product of roots. So let me just write product equals 0. So that is all. So all that I have to do is to sum the roots. So I'm going to find sum of roots. So I'm going to find the sum of roots. So the sum, these are the roots. I have, 2 on 3 plus, and I also have -3 and 4. Okay, so if you have plus -3 and 4, that is the same as 2 on 3 minus 3 and 4. So let me find the LCM here. 3 and 4, least common multiple is 12 here. 3 into 12, 4, 4, 2, 8. 4 into 12, 3, sorry. And 3 times 3 is 9, okay? So 8 minus 9 is -1 on 12. So that is the sum of the roots. That is what it gives here. Let me look at the product of roots. If I multiply the product of roots is going to be 2 on 3 times -3 and 4. All right, 3 here 1, 3 here 1, 2 here 1, 2 here 2. So I have -1 on 2. So that is also the product of roots. All right, so let me put what I have here into the formula that I have above this. So I have y squared minus the sum of roots is -1 on 2. Be very careful here. We have minus here, then we have -1 on 12, then we have y plus product of roots is -1 on 2 equals 0. So let me write this again. Y squared here, we have two negative signs here, so we do say negative, so that will be positive 1 on 12y. Then positive and negative, we are going to have -1 on 2 here equals 0. All right, so the next thing to do here, if you look at what we have here, we don't have any fractions, so let me get rid of the fraction. To do that, let me multiply through by the least common multiple of 12 and 2, and of course that is 12. So this times 12, I'm going to have 12 y squared, and 12 times 1 on 12y, that is going to be just y. And 12 times this, I'm going to have -6 equals 0. All right, that is what I'm talking about. This times 12, and this times 12, and this also times 12. Of course, this times 12 too, but that will give you 0, right? So 2 here 1, 2 here 6, 12 cancel 12, so we have this. So this is the equation we are looking for. 12 squared plus y minus 6. And of course, this is the option C. So this is the correct answer. Now let's look at another way that we can solve this question. All right, it says that these are the roots, so it means that after solving everything, we will get y equals 2 on 3, and we will also get y equals -3 on 4. Of course, I'm saying y because the quadratic equation is made up of y. All right, so I want to work it back and find the equation. So I will cross multiply here. 3 times y, I'll have 3y. 1 times 2, I will have 2. I'll send it 2 to the left, or in other words, I will subtract 2 from both sides. I will have 3y minus 2 equals 0. Here too, I'll do the same thing. Cross multiply. 4 times y, 4y. 1 times 3, sorry, 1 times -3, I have -3. I will add 3 to both sides, or I'll send this to here if you want to say that. So I have 4y plus 3 equals 0. So equals 0 equals 0. These are the factors of the equation. So I'll bring the factors together. 3y minus 2 as 1, then 4y plus 3 as 1, all equals 0. All right, and I will do some expansion here. This times that, 3, 4, 12, y times y, y squared. then this times that, 3 times 3, 9y, that is 3y times 3, 9y, okay? Negative 2 times 4y, I have negative 8y. Negative 2 times 3, I have negative 6, okay? So I have 12y squared, 9y minus 8, y, I have plus y, then I have minus 6. So I get the same thing here, 12y squared plus y minus 6. Now the third way, of course there is an objective question, is to use your calculator. You just have to try any of these, which one gave the correct answer, or you try these options and see which would give these roots. So let us try that one too and see. So that is what I'm going to do. I'll press mode and I'll choose EQ, that is equation. Of course there is a quadratic equation. I'll choose the number 5, and the number 3, that is the option 3, is the quadratic equation. So I'm going to try this. I'll compare this to the general quadratic equation. Now you see A here, we want to find the A, B, C. These are constants. These are the coefficients of y squared, y, and of course C is their constant respectively. So we have A here, we have B, we have C. So now let us try to look at them one after the other. If I look at this, what stands with the y squared is 1. So here A is 1, here B is 1, that is the coefficients of the y, that is 1, and here too the C is negative 6. If I take this one too, that is the second one too, the A here is 12, the B is negative 1, and the C 2 is negative 6, okay? And if I try the C2 here the A is 12, that is the coefficient of the y squared, the B is 1, and of course the C is negative 6. And the last one here, if I take the D, the A is 12, the B is negative 1, and the C is positive 6. So I'm going to do these things pretty fast to see which one will give me these roots here. All right, I'll try the first one. A is 1, so you press on the equal sign. B is 1, you press on equal sign, and C is negative 6 here. So you press on the equal sign. The first one I have 2, so I'm not even going to go on here because 2 is not part of the root here, so that is wrong. So I'll get back here. I'll choose this. So let me get to the option B. Option B, A is 12, so I'll press 12. B is 1, so negative 1 here, negative 1, and C is negative 6. Okay, so the first answer is 3 out of 4. Oh my god, here I have negative 3 on 4, so that is incorrect. Of course the second one too is negative 2 on 3, but here is 2 on 3, so that is also not correct. I will try the C2 and C. So let me go to the C. The C, the A is 12, so I will not change it. Let me go on to the next one. The B is 1, so I will change that to positive 1. And the C is negative 6, I will not change that, so I'll press on the equal sign. And of course the first root is 2 on 3, and I'll press on it again. The second root is negative 3 on 4. So of course only C satisfies what I have here. That is, only C gives these roots, so that makes C the correct answer. You can check the D to see, and you are not going to get a correct answer. So these are the ways that you can solve it. Objective question, you can just pull up your calculator and you try it and see.